Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question goes to the governor in relation to Okolea. So, Governor, who funds Okolea? And if you may, because it's in public domain, that the activities of Okolea were once banned by the Minister or CS for Interior, why, in your view, was it banned? Number two, Mr. Speaker, the image that has been portrayed of the relationship between the governor and the county assembly members has been very rosy, especially after the past impeachment proceedings. Governor, where and why did the rains start beating you, as in the relationship between you and the members of the county assembly? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Those are my questions.
Governor, proceed to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Okolea program, as I said before, has been there for the last 12 years. It is purely funded by Baite Family Fellowship, where I'm the bishop. All the offerings that we get from the church, the pastors and the members of the church take all the money, buy blankets, mattresses. I also donate 50% of my salary towards the Okolea program. It is purely a program by the church and my family, funded by the donations made in our church and my 50% contribution from my salary. The issue of banning the Okolea, it is just the other day when we had one at Igembe, where my deputy governor incited the youth, as you saw in the video, slaughtered the cow that was supposed to be donated to a poor woman. There was some chaos. And then from that event is where now the CS came and said because of the unrest in MERU, he has to ban the Okolea until there is rest in MERU. It was not banned permanently. I think for his own wisdom, he decided and acted so that you get peace and continue as a church. It is purely a church program. From the day I left this Senate during the first impeachment, we've been working well with the county assembly members until the last 2 months, when people, external forces, tried or are trying to interfere with the leadership just because of 2027 politics. That is the whole truth. And as I stand here, I know that the members of county assembly have no issues with the governor, apart from the external forces forcing them to cause a lot of confusion in MERU for those who have decided that they will run for the position of county governor to have space and have a route via the deputy governor or via making it that MERU doesn't work. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Hamida.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam Governor, I was just wondering, in the event that the Senate finds you that none of the allegations for the second time made against you have been substantiated, I'm just wondering, what happens to the MERU County? How do you plan to work with the Deputy Governor, who has been alleged, and of course you have stated and accused him of having planning to impeach you, and also plotted all the current activities and impeachment. So how do you plan to work with them? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The first action, I believe prayer works. I will continue to pray for those that are a lot of appetite to become the governor, God to lower the appetite so that we have time to work with the people of Meru. Number two, the time we left this place again, it took us just a month for us to come together and start working. It is very possible, it is very doable that we can still mend all the differences and put Meru first rather than our own interest. As a woman of God, I will forgive everyone.
Thank you, Senator Karen Nyamu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to seek clarification from Madam Governor regarding allegations raised by the Council for the County Assembly regarding of the appointment of the chief officers. Section 42(2) of the County Government Act states clearly that the office of the chief officer shall be an office in the county public service, and at the same time, Section 44(3)(a) of the same act indicates that the county secretary shall be head of that county public service. In consideration of these two provisions, Madam Governor, do you feel that your mandate in regard to the operations of the chief officer goes only up to nominating and appointing the chief officers on approval by the County Assembly? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As much as I would not like to interfere within your office, and I believe that's why there is a structure in the government and in all governments. The County Public Service Board has its own mandate. The County Secretary of Meru has his own mandate provided by the law, and I think it's prudent enough for them to act according to the law.